Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today as I get ready for our webinar tonight called Why Moms Are So Tired. And I'm live here on Instagram as well as on YouTube. And this webinar is going to be for moms who maybe are just kind of low on energy, not feeling like themselves. Maybe their health is suffering and they've gone through the carrying a baby and then taking care of a baby and then a baby, a toddler, an infant and a toddler. And so just talking about how the different stages can affect moms. And the stages do change over time. I have two children myself, and I've seen how there's different needs at different times. And of course, as a mother, you can get really depleted nutrients to start, growing a baby. So it takes a lot of minerals out of the body. It takes a lot of energy for the baby to go from conception to, let's say, 7, 8, 9 pounds. And then, usually moms gain 20, 30 pounds during the pregnancy. So, that's a big change to the body. It does change the moms, their posture. It changes the way they feel, how they sleep, everything. And then once the baby's born, caring for the baby, nursing, caring for the baby's needs when the baby's crying or the baby's spitting up or, problems going to the bathroom and things like that. So it can be really, can be challenging. And a lot of times moms put, the baby first, of course. They take care of their family's needs and they put themselves last. And so tonight, that's what the webinar is about. And I wrote this book. It's like a booklet to go with the webinar, just so you can understand better the material I'm going to present at the webinar tonight. I put the link in the chat. And if you're on Instagram, go to the link in the bio. And you can join us for this webinar where I'm going to talk about what you can do to improve your health. And if you miss it, you can watch the recording, of course, on our YouTube channel. You can also get a copy of this book on Amazon. It's an ebook and paperback, and we're just going through the approval process for the audiobook. I would say that should be out in about 2 weeks. So you'll be able to get a copy of it. And then you can see, the different recommendations that I talk about at the webinar and kind of put together an action plan. In the back of the book, the last chapter, I talk about a 30-day plan to work on improving your health, improving your energy, just feeling better, how to take a few minutes for yourself and why that's important. And I refer to that in the book as like when you're flying. When you're flying, the flight attendant says, if the pressure changes in the cabin, the oxygen mask comes down, and then it's important you put yours on first and then take care of the people around you, because otherwise you're going to pass out and you're not going to be able to help them or yourself. So that's a good analogy for what I'm going to present tonight is, as a mom, you do want to spend a little bit of time taking care of yourself. It's not selfish to think that way. And, you want to spend some time taking care of your health and your needs, be a good role model for your children, of course, but also having the energy to be there to care for them. So that's a big part of what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about nutrition, how to replenish yourself from carrying a baby. We're going to talk about some exercise and which exercises to do to get your body back in shape, because if you gain 30 pounds and the baby is delivered and the baby's about 7 or 8 pounds, you still have an extra 20 or 22 pounds, right? And so it's going to be important for your nutrition as you start to lose that weight and get back to the way you were before childbirth. Before you even conceived a child. And then what we talk about is sleep and rest and posture. different things you can do, supplements in the book and at the webinar. So there's a lot of different things we talk about that I think you'd be interested in. So again, there's still some seats available. It's at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. You can click on the link in the chat to get a ticket for that. You can also watch the recording after the fact. And then you can also click on the link in the bio if you're here on Instagram. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat or the comments. Make sure you also like and subscribe to this video and our channel, because you're going to be able to get more videos like this. And thanks for joining me this afternoon before the webinar starts. And I hope to see you guys there tonight.